boy named Justin discovers a suitcase with a mysterious man inside. Little does he know, this man can produce something valuable whenever he's in pain. While Justin waits for his baggage at an airport, he gets a text from his friend and roommate, Alex, asking how he is. Justin replies that his current ex-girlfriend, Carla, broke up with him, and his dad is furious because he dropped out of school. When he looks at the luggage carousel, he's confused to find not a single luggage arriving, and that he's alone in the airport. He spots a sign saying the baggage office is closed. So he looks through the window and knocks, hoping to find someone to assist him. Suddenly, a black suitcase like his comes out of the non-functioning carousel. Perplexed, Justin grabs it thinking it's his, and proceeds to exit the airport. As he leaves, the carousel starts functioning again and brings out his bag, but it's been opened, with his clothes scattered around. While Justin drives home while smoking a cigarette, he doesn't notice his bag budging in the seat behind him. He receives a text from Carla, saying she'll get her stuff from his place tomorrow. The cigarette burns Justin's fingers, causing him to drop it along with his phone. He panics, trying to grab his phone when he accidentally video calls Carla, and she answers. Confused and annoyed about the call, Carla assumes he's drunk dialing her because of their breakup. She claims she wants someone motivated in life, unlike Justin, who responds that he's taking things slow. However, his ex-girlfriend doesn't seem to believe him before hanging up. After the call, Justin turns up the music volume out of frustration and continues to drive home. When he arrives home, he leaves his luggage by the door and heads to the fridge to find something to eat. He grabs a box of noodles, but decides not to eat it after seeing an insulting message written inside. Afterward, Justin goes to his room, gets a flash drive, and smokes another cigarette. He returns to the living room to study and smoke more while watching adult shows on TV. Later on, his suitcase suddenly moves towards him. Justin notices and is taken aback when he hears a man muffling inside it. He laughs, assuming that Alex is messing with him, so he tries to call him upstairs, but a voice inside the suitcase says Alex isn't there. Shocked, Justin slowly approaches the suitcase to open it, but jolts when the voice groans again. He lays the bag on the ground and quickly opens it, surprising Justin to find a Turkish man squished up inside. The man mumbles, asking Justin to turn his head out of the suitcase so he can speak clearly. Justin hesitates before grabbing a baseball bat beside him for defense as he approaches the man. The man groans as his head is turned, and Justin instantly backs away, still shocked at the sight. The man begs not to get hit, so Justin puts the bat on the floor. The man explains that he offended someone he shouldn't have, hence being trapped inside the suitcase. Justin says he'll bring the man to the hospital to get some help, but the man claims that the hospital cannot do anything to fix his condition. The boy tries to convince the man that the hospital can help by mentioning his friend who once had a leg injury. The hospital gave him crutches, and now his friend is excellent at basketball. The boy continues to talk about his friend while the man tries to talk over him. When a man finally gets Justin's attention, he explains he cannot pay attention to school drama, as he's in extreme pain. Justin remembers he was to bring the man to the hospital and quickly closes the suitcase, but the man shouts to stop him, expressing his worry about getting caught. So, Justin decides to return the man to the airport since people are looking for the man. He closes the suitcase again, and the man shouts, telling him not to do so. He adds that Justin removing him from the bag will fix everything. Justin thanks him for the advice, but babbles again as he thinks the suitcase is the only thing keeping the man's body intact. The man loses his patience and begs Justin to stop talking and just help him out of the luggage. A few seconds later, Justin starts pulling out the man's foot while the man screams in pain. Suddenly, a gold coin pops out of his mouth. Justin exchanges confused looks at the coin and the man, so the man explains that his condition causes him to produce gold when he's in pain. Justin still cannot believe what he just saw, and the man claims he's afraid of what Justin might do, knowing he can produce gold. He adds that Justin can try pulling him out again later, and that all gold produced by the man will be given to the boy as compensation for his help. Shortly after, the man falls asleep, so Justin closes the bag and brings it to his room. When Justin dozes off, he dreams of sleeping inside the suitcase, recalling the man's claim of getting caught. Suddenly, the suitcase closes, trapping him inside, so he freaks out and shouts for help while trying to escape. At the same time, 3 men in suits enter his room holding guns and proceed to shoot him dead through the luggage. The following morning, Justin wakes up, sweating and catching his breath from his nightmare. He laughs in relief when he spots the suitcase still in the same spot he left it last night. Moments later, he grabs the gold coin from his bedside table and visits the pawn shop to find out what it is. The pawnbroker tells him that the coin is a gold 100 Kurish coin from the time of Abdul Amin II, who died after the First World War. Justin asks if it's valuable, and the pawnbroker answers that it is because it's gold. The boy reveals that he found it in some luggage, so the pawnbroker offers him $275 in exchange for the coin. Then, he writes the price on a piece of paper and hands it to Justin, who exchanges looks between him and the form. The pawnbroker signals for Justin to get the report, so he grabs it and then meets up with Alex at a playground. At the playground, Justin shows his friend the paper, who says that Justin should have asked for a higher price of at least $325. Justin doesn't understand what his friend said, but Alex explains that he should have negotiated with the pawnbroker instead of letting him take advantage. A few seconds later, Alex comments that Justin easily lets people take advantage of him, just like Carla. Alex asks if he's okay, but laughs after, assuming his friend isn't when there's no response. He then asks if there are more gold coins, to which Justin answers maybe. Then both of them rush back home. But as they reach the door, they saw Carla, Justin's ex-girlfriend, rushing out of the house looking scared. Turns out Carla had come by to pick up her stuff and accidentally discovered the man inside the suitcase. She thought Justin was some kind of murderer. The three of them went into the room together. They saw a hand sticking out of the suitcase. Alex yanked the suitcase open. Ravi greeted them politely, even though he looked like he was in terrible pain. Seeing him like that, Carla quickly called Justin over to help. Together, they tried to pull him out. And with each scream of pain from Ravi, another gold coin flew out of his mouth. Alex stared greedily at the gold coins. He suddenly felt like a mountain of gold was right in front of him. That's when a darker idea crept into his mind. He started brainwashing the other two, saying they could use the man in the suitcase to get even more gold. At first, Justin refused. He didn't want his happiness to come from someone else's pain. But while he was arguing with Carla, Alex dragged the suitcase away. He kicked it hard down the stairs. Ravi screamed in pain, and in that instant, a shower of gold coins spilled all over the floor. The three of them froze in shock. Justin was tempted, so they made a deal. They would let Ravi go in 48 hours. Until then, they tried every way they could to cause him pain. The more Ravi hurt, the more coins came pouring out. They went from broke, nobodies to filthy rich almost overnight. At first, they had wanted to help him. Now, they just wanted to keep the human ATM going to make things worse. They started using electric shocks. The stronger the shock, the more coins flew out. Watching Ravi suffer, Justin started to feel guilty. He told Alex to stop, but Alex had already gone crazy with greed. There was no way he would stop now. Ravi, barely holding on, begged for it to end. He asked them to finish him quickly. Alex kept trying to twist Justin's mind. He said, after tonight, we'll never worry about money again. But Justin had had enough. He firmly said he wanted to let Ravi go. He pulled out his phone to call the police. Just then, Alex gave Carla a look. Carla snatched the phone from Justin's hand. She grabbed a hammer and smashed the phone to pieces. Then she swung the hammer at Justin's head. Justin stumbled toward the door before Carla could hit him again. He slipped and tumbled down the stairs with Justin out of the way. Alex and Carla lost all restraint. They planned to drain every last coin from Ravi, then disappear with the money. But just as they were about to start again, Ravi smiled. A strange, eerie grin. His eyes turned gold. Even then, the two didn't stop. They flipped the power switch again. Suddenly, smoke poured out of the suitcase. A blinding purple light flashed across the room, and an evil laugh echoed in the air. Ravi transformed into a purple djinn. Alex and Carla screamed in horror. The next second, two empty suitcases appeared out of nowhere. A final scream rang out from inside the house. The story ended with Justin waking up in a hospital bed. He received a mysterious note, apparently from Ravi in the suitcase, thanking him and promising to return if Justin ever needed help. Meanwhile, Ravi is now human again, dressed in a nice suit and looking rich, was about to board a flight to Istanbul. And right behind him, those two suitcases appeared with faint cries for help still coming from inside. Subscribe for more videos like this. turn on notifications, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.